actually this brain-computer interface is done by several groups. In America, it is mainly done by medical people from various medical schools research. But when you come to Europe, it is done by both engineers and doctors. Doctors in the sense research, the people who are doing research in medical field. But when you go to Singapore, Japan, and other places, research are mainly done by engineering background. With electrical engineering or anything. Because this involves sort of various areas. Again, EEG-based BCI, mainly mathematics and statistics involved. So various algorithms and methods developed to analyze signals very accurately and effectively, efficiently. So, I think in the that welcome lectures I told you something. A lot of interesting things are going on in science actually these days. It doesn't matter basically what you do. You can choose probably the area later. If you are towards doing some research work, there are very, very interesting stuff. Probably your life never get bored because there are a lot of exciting things are going on. People are trying to do interesting stuff. First, he will demonstrate turning and turning off lights. Probably these lights. I hope he will not turn off any other lights. Yeah. Software. Okay, this version of this software is written using MATLAB, but previously you saw something that recording software. It was written in Visual Basic .NET. Okay, I will check that. Okay, this is the first screen you get. Then I will start the brain-computer interface. Actually, it's a human computer interface. Then you get this one now. He's going to turn off the light. Now I'm going to start the software. Will this become yellow? Light is off. Turn on the light. That means we can turn off and turn off lights. So I will, actually this is how the software is supposed to go continuously, but the thing is the parts are not done yet, so I have to start each function separately. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I will put this window first. Yeah, the next demonstration, he will turn on the TV from here, and then he will change the channels. First, what we will do is, I will get the screens first. He will choose the television button, then it will give you another screen, which will contain the turn on, turn off, up and down button, so he will control those things and show you. Hopefully.
A month's grace period for those presently not using plastic crates in the transportation of fruits and vegetables to do so. Now, this decision was taken following protest that
මොනාකාරයේ බෙදී යනවද කියන එක උත්තර සම්ප්‍රදාය වශයෙන් අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. මේකේ ඇතුළේ තියෙන ගිවිසුම මොකක්ද කියන එක අපිට තව මේ පිළිතුරක් දන්නවත් නැහැ. නමුත් අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව නම් අපේ දුම්රිය මැදිරි ඇයි දුම්රිය සේවය කරන ලව්වා මේ වගේ අලුත් දෙයක් කටයුතු කරලා දුම්රිය වගේ වෙන්නේ යොදවන්න බැරි. දුම්රිය සේවය කරලා ලයිවගේ සූදානම්කින් ඉන්න ඕන තරම්
දකුණු අප්‍රිකාවේදී හෝ අවසන් වලට සහභාගී වූ දෙස්තන්ද 14 තුළ කිසිදු ජයග්‍රහණයක් අත්කරගෙන නැහැ. දකුණු අප්‍රිකාවේදී ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම තරග අටකම ජයග්‍රහණයට හිමිකම් කියා ඇත්තේ දකුණු අප්‍රිකාවයි. ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තරග 4ක් ජයගෙන තිබෙනවා. මේ අතර මෙවන ටෙස්ට් තරගාවලිය මහිලා ජයවර්ධනටද වැදගත් වන අතර ටෙස්ට් ලකුණු දසදහසේ සීමාව පසු කිරීම සඳහා
වෙන රෝදයක් පිළිපසාකාර චලන රටාවක් මගින් ඉන ප්‍රදේශයේ ඇල් කිරීම මේ විධානය හා මාංශපේශී මූර්තිමත් කිරීම
Okay. All right. Okay, this is the next thing you have to participate. I have to choose one person. It's not a hard thing. You have to just give 2 numbers. We will decide whether he will add or multiply. Then he will choose the answer from the script. Then hopefully this will speak head what the answer is. Okay, hopefully from fun, I think. 2 numbers maybe. Yeah. Just tell me 2 numbers, but we have to start. Go to this one. Wait a second. All right, sure. Right. So, you can give me 2 numbers. 17, 81. Let's add, otherwise, okay. So, 98, isn't it? 79, 81, 98. First, we will choose mathematics. First. Right, now, last item, that is we have some pre-programmed sentences. Actually, this is will be very useful for a patient because who cannot speak at all can tell whether that person wants to go to the bathroom or leave. You can tell, leave me alone. I want to sleep or something like that. So, see, but we can wait. That's a communication.
I want to be alone. I am sleepy.
End of the demonstration. And it's a question time now if you have. Okay, another thing. Actually, a lot of people get scared when you see a face like this, a lot of patterns and wires coming out of it. They may think that we have actually made a hole and put the electrodes. No, it is actually on the surface electrodes. Now we will move and show it to you what those electrodes look like. These are mainly, we use plasters and put this in there. But the electrode, we put something called gel. That's a conducting gel. That material conducts. It's like a gel, see? We paste it and we put it there. So that will pick up the electrical signals. So hopefully, we will be able to do with EEG. EEG, we have done a lot of work offline. That is what it's called real-time brain-computer interface. We did EEG with the offline. That is, we record the EEG signals, then we try to recognize the thoughts. So, actually, the next step for us is to incorporate this one. Thank you, Lamita. Question time. You can ask any question. Yeah.
In this process, you take the signals from the brain outside, right? Is there any way of giving it back to the brain? Like, say, take a picture.
Yes, actually, as far as I know, mainly this is that is done through magnetic. That is magnetic field. Because this very briefly EEG. EEG signals on the skull, actually not these ones, these are generated in the eye and the muscles, but EEG one generated due to activities of hundreds of neurons. So even though you give a signal back, it won't change anything because it's an average effect. But what the people do, I know some, even in Sri Lanka, I think one place they do, they induce magnetic fields. Sudden, very short period of time, they give a magnetic field to the brain. That way they do these things. You can control pain. The other one I have seen actually very recently, I saw, very briefly, what they do is in that experiment, there are several experiments, but one experiment they found that certain tasks chimpanzees do better than humans. Especially they think some ways chimpanzees are smarter than humans. Probably that may be true for most of the people. What they do is this. What chimpanzee does is it can remember things more than humans. What they do is they actually show something on the screen, several images, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, some numbers. Then the chimpanzee was asked to put the finger according to the, say, ascending order, the increasing order. It does this. It does very quickly, like this. They show the image very quickly, and then the humans cannot do it. Humans do it actually 50% accuracy. A chimpanzee does it 80% accuracy. So in that experiment, they thought that actually humans also have that ability. That means the chimpanzees have something called picture memory. It remembers the picture more than humans. Then their argument was humans have that ability. They are due to various experiments. Actually, after performing several experiments, they realized that we lost that ability. Humans lost that picture, that memory ability due to language. Because our language takes up some part of the memory. That's one thing. Another thing is it blocks certain part of the memory. Then what they did was with this magnetic thing, they actually, some people volunteered, they give a signal to this part of the brain that blocks that language part, knock out, for a temporary period, maybe say 1 week or 2 weeks. During that time, that person was asked to perform that type of picture memory related tasks. Actually, the humans can do it also. The problem is our language. So in that case, the answer to the question is mainly magnetic fields, I think, can control can give signal inside. Yeah.
Sir, doesn't these magnetic fields damage the brain in any way?
Okay, that is the major concern of people are having. My opinion is probably not. The reason is, even for this brain-computer interface, scientists have to get permission from a panel of experts who gives something called ethical clearance. When you do those experiments, a committee of experts will decide whether this can be harmful to the humans, especially the humans are involved, we have to get clearance. In those countries also, even maybe rigorously they evaluate the thing. So at least up to now, these experiments are performed because they are...
So this system mainly deals with thoughts, right? So if there's a contradiction in thoughts, will this work?
Contradiction in thoughts. We are talking about the brain-computer interface. Again, I'm repeating it. We didn't show you, like, thoughts means these indirectly thoughts, not purely thoughts. That's one thing. For thought thing, actually I have to make it clear. not all the thoughts will change the EEG in a recognizable manner and a reliable manner. Because you can think of millions of things going through your brain in a few seconds. Even you are not yourself clear, but it need not be even a clear thought. Very few thoughts can change the EEG. I will name a few. One of the heavily used thought is something called motor control. That is, you imagine that you are moving your fingers or foot. That will generate some activities in the brain, especially that area is called motor cortex. That's part of the brain which is responsible for moving your muscles. Then whatever the electrodes close to that part